Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Seahawks, nothing. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. He's out in the clear. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
That's good.
That one hits for 30. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Pass play on 1st and 10. That's incomplete left side. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Okay, break. Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Warriors, 70.
He's gonna throw this one. To the sideline, and he's got it. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the game's going to be to the 34-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
19, go.
They're throwing it. Buying some time right. This is to Harris working the outside. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards. So 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing it again here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Short pass brought in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Let's go now.
From the red zone on 1st. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
They'll throw it. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Play number 9 of the drive. It's going to be 3rd and 5 to go.
Let's go. Dragon 60, Panther 60, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. He brings it in. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
Result of the play.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Airing it out to start this drive. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints will add to their lead at the end of the half. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints double their lead to 14.
Seahawks nothing. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. On the return, here's Rico Dowdle. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Dowdle now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing. Flushed out of the pocket. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down. Here's the throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pass brought in by Jennings. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
And the Seahawks
Looking on first down. Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. He pays the price for the interception. Big hit brings it into that return. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right?
Try it again. Started me over right back at the end.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down, 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve. Life still me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. In the mirror, no reflection. Another day, just another resurrection. Where's the glory? Just another story. I won't be the ending that was written for.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders. Northwest Stadium in Landover. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defenses. Feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the double.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go, and here's Dart. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
6. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set. 72.
To the ground, he'll get it again. And he'll be taken down. Do we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal?
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
To throw, it's Manning. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Lightning 18.
set up third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They'll try to run this one in.
Lynch again, the ball carrier. Stops short of the goal line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Santos's kick is good. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Their own 22-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Dart gonna hold on to it himself. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You could see the quarterback, once he got this snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11, Panther 11. What's the points on the scoreboard? 60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60.
3rd and 2, and it's Dart. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 30-yard line.
Trap. Nice man. 19, target. Go street. 18, Pioneer.
Peyton going to look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Check. 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 Get him. Get him. Out. 70. Mustang 19. 19 right. 7 box.
Now Manning. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
3rd and 5.
Let's go now.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Okay, break. Set. 70 Lions. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Take over.
Throwing now, Manning. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
To the air, it's Peyton. Rolling right, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
To the air is Manning. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Looking to throw is Manning. Forced out wide, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Here's Manning. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's a third down and 4.
Here we go, set. Pound to 60, pound to 60.
Saints going to use their second timeout to talk things over before third down. Manning. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go in this first half.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
21-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Up the sideline to the 40. Angling to the sideline. Inside the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. The Commanders move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Commanders 7, Saints 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Back to throw is Manning. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, New Orleans.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. New Orleans' third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
And the Saints first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go now. Hold on, 17, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, 79 Bronco. Check smash, check smash. Ready.
Back to throw. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Red. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. Go.
Back to the air one more time. And he's going to be close to the first down. Often just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
So chances are, I don't think this field goal is going to ultimately decide the outcome of the game. But I promise you, Mike, they got a couple seconds here to defend. They'll kick this ball off. But when they run into that tunnel for halftime, going in with the lead, there's going to be some guys feeling pretty good about their chances coming out of the break.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll let one go. Downfield for Jennings. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock, and that is the final action here in this first half. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
He'll get this out to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
It might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. It is a pickup of 18, and by a yard, they get the 3rd down conversion.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on 3rd down, but what they call 3rd and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert 3rd downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards.
36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 7. On the play fake, here's Manning. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go. Saints will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll stick with him again. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Let's go now.
Dart gonna hold on to it himself. 11 yards the gain. He does it himself and picks up a first down.
It's a gain of 11.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
Just shy of midfield.
1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, here's second and a couple. On second down, here's a run to begin the fourth quarter. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 1.
And he will have the Commanders' first down. Able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Some pretty good speed coming off the line there, and it helped him disrupt that draw. Well, I don't even think disrupting is the right word. He flat out stopped the draw, handing them a loss.
To the air on second down. Dart. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. They put Pickens in motion. Here's Dart on first and 10. This one into the hands of Marshall. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up second and 3.
Dart going to throw here on second down. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders.
The kicker on.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Good running inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. Marshawn Lynch. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now, an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. He knocks it through. And the Saints will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
14. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. A return now from the 4. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
They're on the 20-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. They'll run here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here comes 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll take this up to the 30. I'll pick up a 5. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
He'll run. And he will have the Commanders' 1st down. Able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He runs with it. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
Gain of 34 yards. That's another Washington Commanders.
A play fake. Now Dart. Looking down the field there, but his ball's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick to the ground. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done. It's a give up the middle. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. But things are pretty much spoken for. This crowd into it as we get to 3rd down.
Tag! Go street!
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. This is 1st and 10. Dart gonna hold on to it himself. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. That'll do it for us. For my partner, Greg Olson, our entire team, Mike Tirico, this has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out on X at EA Sports_month. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.